Hey everyone, so this is going to be the first on the job with myself, Cody. We're heading to a job to do kind of a rip and replace of a 48 port switch, putting in a UDM Pro and redoing the cable management, as well as resetting their access points and putting in 2 cameras. You can see my daughters are fighting right there. Hey, off the boxes. Come on, let's go. Get down. So these right here, these are the 4 megapixel turret cameras. These are just OEM Hikvision. That's what they have already. Then we have our 48 port switch, UDM Pro, and a bunch of different cables and accessories. We got some SFPs, and then we have some 6-inch patch cables. So let's get this in the car and then get going. The drive is about an hour. And the first stop that we're gonna be making is to get some coffee at Tim Hortons every morning. All right, so we've made it to the job site. That was a bit of a drive. I haven't actually been to this site yet, so I don't know what we're getting into. I have seen a picture of the rack. We're just gonna be ripping and replacing and redoing the cable management. So let's go take a look. All right, so we've made it. This is a shared office space, so people will come in, rent some time, and then just work in these cubicles. We have, I think it's a Nano HD up there. It might be a light access point, but we'll have to take a look. So all these offices, they'll be relying heavily on the Wi-Fi. So we'll have to make sure that we have good signal everywhere. Hopefully they put in decent access points. These do look like lights though. So we may have to replace those. And they only have 2 of them, I believe. Maybe 3. Now let's go take a look at the rack. So up here is the rack. You can see all the yellow cables. We're gonna be ripping that out, as well as the 48 port patch panel. They have a Netgear unmanaged switch that will be coming out. Looks like they have a cradle point. I don't think we'll be using that, as they already have 2 other ISPs coming in. So we'll be putting in our UNVR and our 48 port switch. A lot of the video is going to be time lapse of me doing this install. Okay, so hopefully you guys can see this all right. We're going to start by taking out all these patch cables and then removing the data jacks from the back, and the patch panel will take out. Then we're going to take out the Netgear switch. So it's going to be a time lapse from here on out. All right, so a good thing here, they put labels on each of the cable with the numbers that they're going to. So this is data jack number 14. So we could pop these all out of the patch panel and then put them into our own. And we're also gonna put some Velcro on these cables so it doesn't look so messy. So they terminated these and they left the pull string in. So you can see the pull string coming out of some of the jacks. So we're gonna have to re-terminate those that have this coming through it. So next we need to take the Netgear switch out, pull that out, and then see what's happening with the NVR. All right, so most of the Velcroing is done now. Now we need to get these into the patch panel. We got to get the patch panels brought up. So we'll be putting one at the top RU, and then it will be a space where our UDM Pro is going, and then one below, and then our switch. Okay, so we have our 48 port switch in, and now we're gonna need to patch, and we're using these slim 6-inch Cat 6A patch cables. I'll put a link in the description below where you can find these. All right, now we have the new switch in with all the patch cables. We do have another patch panel down on the bottom that is filled with blanks. We're most likely gonna have to move these 3 cables down to these ports here. They weren't labeled and I believe they're the access points. The last couple ports aren't PoE on here, so we'll have to move them down here, but we'll figure that out after. Now we have to put the UDM Pro below. All right, now we have all of our equipment connected, racked, and all the patch cables in between. So up top, we have our 1 patch panel that has D1 to 24 all the way across. And then we have a bottom patch panel that has AP1, 2, and 3. We have our NVR connected here, and then our 2 ISPs. So this is our main ISP feed going into our UDM, and then we'll be using this as a failover. This white DAC cable between is to connect the UDM Pro to our 48 port switch. I had to hard code the speed to 1 gigabit on this to make it work. But that's pretty much how I do it. The cameras are working. We just need to do a bit more configuration. So I'm pretty much done at this site. We have a couple configs to do and that's about it. Then I'll be taking off. If you have any questions about this video, please leave it in the comments below. If you like this video, please hit the thumbs up button. If you're new here, please subscribe and hit the bell icon. All right, thanks.